Okay. So, what do you want to talk about? Well, I know what I want to talk about. I met my first country meth head. That was an interesting experience. I went up to the sheets to get cigarettes and walk around and I went over. I went over to a couple of shops in the area, a couple of tobacco store to get cigarettes that I'd never been to before. Um, I went to a car dealership, but it's like they were selling like old school cars, so it was more like walking into a museum. And they were like more than happy to be like, and this is a 1974 Ford. And like they would like tell me the history of the car and everything, and I'm just like, oh, this is beautiful. And then I went over to the sheets and I got something to eat and I got some beer and a lighter. And then I went outside because I ride the bus and the buses out here work different. It's not like in a city where you go to a stop and the bus comes by every 15 minutes. This is the short bus, it's a special bus. You have to call them like the day before and go like, "Hey, I need you to pick me up and take me to this place." And then they're like, "How long are you going to be there?" And you got to tell them how long you expect to be there, and then they'll pick you up. Uh, that yeah, that's how it works. If I ever have to go to the hospital, hopefully it's not an emergency, and I can wait till tomorrow because and God forbid it's a weekend because nope, they can't take any new bookings until Monday morning. After 2 o'clock on Friday, no new bookings. That's not a thing. I still haven't figured out how to use it. Like if I leave town, like say I use them to get to the Greyhound to go like to Gettysburg for the weekend, and then I take the Greyhound back. I should probably ask them about that. Hey, if I fucking do this and this, is there a way that you could get me home from fucking the Greyhound station as well? Even though I'll be gone for like an entire weekend. That's actually I'm glad I thought of that. But anyway, the meth heads out here are different, a different breed. Um, and that's coming from somebody that was born and raised in that just lived in cities his entire life. And in Sacramento, used to hang out in San Francisco, Reno, and Tahoe a lot. Placerville, Chico. Hey, it seems anywhere that there's like if you could find a cow just driving down the road, there's probably meth. That was California because even in San Francisco, you drive down the road and find a fucking cow. Like fucking San Francisco's weird. Fucking, you think Austin, Texas would keep Austin weird? Yeah. Austin. Austin's weird, quote unquote weird. No, no, no. San Francisco got you beat by like 100%. even before San Francisco became fucking the only city in America where a dog actually steps in human poop instead of people stepping in dog poop. San Francisco's weird. Like San Francisco's like 1,000 times weird now. Like keep Austin weird. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Texas. You got your little Democratic fucking stronghold in the capital city. Oh, and that's not working out too well for you because the governor's a Republican. But you can't say anything about him because he's in a wheelchair, and that would make you ableists. So you have to just be like, yeah, our governor in a wheelchair did this thing again. Nice guy, nice guy. The funny thing is um, even though I'm not a meth head, I'm just an alcoholic. Um, I can't keep track of my stories because I keep getting sidelined because of the alcohol, and I want to talk shit about somebody else who was high on drugs that was just like annoying the fuck. Of, of course, at that time I was sober because I'm not drunk all the time. Like where I'm at right now, recording this, it's probably tomorrow. So yeah, it's not like I'm walking around in daylight, fucking blitzed out of my ass like this person. And I guess that's why I can talk shit about her is because I admit I drink alcohol and I enjoy it. So what? I can also talk shit about other people enjoying their drugs because I notice it. So anyway, I went up to the sheets and like I said, the meth heads out here are on a different level. These rural meth heads are way different than urban and suburban meth heads because suburban and urban meth heads, they know they're crazy and then they know when they're bothering you. But this lady, I'm just sitting there. I got my beer, my cigarettes next to me, and what was left of my food because I stopped eating. That's why I went outside. I ate half of it, and I was like, "Take this home, eat the rest of it there. I want a cigarette." I walked out, and I'm sitting there and smoking a cigarette, and she comes up and she goes, "Can I get a cigarette from you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." It's the first time anybody has asked me for a cigarette here in Pennsylvania. So I was just like, yeah, no problem. It didn't bug me. But what happened next? Like, my God. Like, this lady just started telling me about, like, she asked me a question. Where are you from? And I was like, well, I live down over by Maxwell, by uh the dam and lock, but I'm originally from Sacramento, California. Oh, do you know this guy? And then my family's in the military. And like, she just like I know these people and these people and these people and these people, and my kids are dead. My kids are dead. I have 5 kids. Look at all of the fucking bands I have on my wrists. This is for that. This is for that. Black Lives Matter. You know what? And I'm just sitting there looking at her like, what the fuck? And she's like, "No, you know, you gave me a cigarette, so I'm being hella nice to you, you know. But I'll kick my shoes off and fucking kick your ass and steal your shoes because I learned that in prison." And I'm just sitting there going, like I was not afraid of her. She was just annoying the crap out of me. And I remember one guy's walking by while she's just sitting here telling me, all like, "Oh yeah, and I know such and such McGillicuddy." Like she's naming names. She's just dropping names like I'm supposed to know who they are, and talking about, "Yeah, I did this in Uniontown," and then and I'm just like, she's like a busted ass white lady, like she looked like she was 70, but she was probably 24. I don't know. She said she had 5 kids. Maybe she was in her 40s. I don't know. Maybe she's closer to my age, but she looked old as fuck. The drugs did not do her justice. And she's like sitting there just fucking. And I remember she's like showing me her hands, and he was like, "See, I've got like," and what her hand, her right hand had like all of these fucking like red dots all over it that looked like she'd stabbed herself with needles or been shooting up there. And she's like, "Yeah, that's a rash." And then she shows me her left hand, and her finger has this huge fucking burn hole in it. She goes, "I got bit by a dog," and I'm like, "Nah, bitch, I know fucking you fucking heated up your meth pipe with a fucking torch, fucking hit it, and then forgot what you were doing and held it like it was a fucking weed pipe, and it burned a hole in your fucking goddamn finger. Like like, do you think I'm fucking stupid?" And she was like, "I don't know what you talking about, man. I went to prison and I'm like, yo, you can the dude that drove you here has no teeth. You're bouncing around like a bunny rabbit." As somebody that went to prison, I'm going to tell you right now, the scariest people are the people that don't tell you they're going to kick your ass. They just fucking do it. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, you know what? Come to think of it, I have to pee." And she just fucking walks away. And as soon as she walks away, I pick up my shit and I go to the other side of the building. I immediately call the fucking fact bus again. And I'm like, yeah, when is the person coming to pick me up? Because I need to get the fuck out of here because I do not want this lady finding me again. Because she was like, "Oh, I'll be your tour guide. I'll come pick you up from your house and drive you around and show you this." And I'm like, "No, no, no, no." And then my man beats me, and like she was just sharing way too much, like, and just dropping name after name after name. Thank God I don't have a photographic memory, or else I'd be able to tell you about everybody she talked about. She even knew me. She said, "Oh, I know the Andersons. You're from and I'm like, like, my name's Ryan Anderson. You can call me Mr. Anderson." Like, when I introduced myself, "My name's Ryan Anderson. You can call me Mr. Anderson or sir." That's what I told her right off the bat. And she, "Oh, I know the Andersons. You guys are from fucking Morgantown." Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "I'm from Sacramento, California." She's like, "I've been to California. It's right south of Pittsburgh. You know, there's people like, no, bitch, the state. This, never mind. Yeah, you tell me about your fucking friends and like you robbed them. Uh huh. Yeah, and then you know that person too. Oh yeah. Oh that person's in the military too. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, he's a politician. Oh, he's a state legislature. Oh wow, that's, man, you know a lot of cool people. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a city. Yeah, that's also a city. Yeah, that's great. Could you please stop touching my beer? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to go to CPS, and all your kids are dead. Oh, and you still have to go to CPS? Wow, that's amazing. And then, oh, you also, court order. You have to go to AA and stuff like that. That's why you keep touching my beer. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's great. Yeah, that was my conversation with this person. I've never run into a fucking meth head or a crackhead like that in California. They usually know when to fuck off. Like when they go, "Hi, how you doing?" And then they start coming at you crazy, and you go, "What? What do you want?" They go, "Oh man, I'm sorry, just leave it alone." Out here, these rural people that just fucking do meth in their basement in the middle of nowhere. When they get out around people, they don't know how to act, and they just fucking fall out. They fall out. These rural meth heads are a fucking different breed, brother.